This is an event you won't want to miss.
I think the number one thing that I take away from this is the challenge. You're always challenged on multiple levels, mentally, physically, spiritually. We've been challenged every day since we've been here. You gotta come here, take some time out, do it. It's a great experience. You'll never forget it.
Hey everybody, we're going to take a quick little break here. I want to stop and thank our new sponsor. If you're serious about getting your time back and scaling your business, then SMA Support Services is your secret weapon. I use SMA for all of our support and admin tasks. Everything from back office management, day-to-day admin, even a call center. Their team frees up my staff to stay focused on high-level, revenue-generating activities. And that, let me tell you, is a fucking game changer. SMA isn't just support. They're a partner that keeps our operations running smooth and efficiently. So if you want to focus on growing your business and leave the support work to the pros, hit up SMA Support Services. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another live webinar episode with Adam Patterson. He'll be coming in, and Mary. That's just how I say her fucking name now. So she tried to correct me on a meeting this morning, and I said, nope, that is how your name is pronounced. So today is going to be fun. We're going to bring Adam in here. Adam,
I'm not
hi.
the reason we're here. Fuck me bringing me in, Eric.
Oh, but you're an integral piece to this. You're an integral piece. I'm excited about today. Are you excited about today?
I'm thrilled about today. I've never been more excited about.
This is going to be fun. So for everybody watching today, we're going to bring Mary on in 2 seconds. But Mary, I was first introduced to Mary about, Jesus Christ, what is it, 2 years ago now, maybe? I don't know. It feels like we've known each other for decades. But I was introduced to Mary as I was trying to onboard with SMA with a different business that I was building. And then all of a sudden, everything started making sense. And I'm like, I need this all in my life. Mary has been able to deal with me as the pain in the fucking ass that I am, and has done an amazing job. And the story that I really want to talk about is how they vet people, how they talk to people, and decide who works with who. But I'm going to bring Mary on and introduce Mary to the world.
Yeah, as we bring Mary on, and please bring Mary in, one of the ways that we align Mary to specific accounts as our senior operation manager is that we know that there is no one better at working with high testosterone, highly dominant men than Mary. Mary is the go-to. So
what we established, though, on the last episode was that if you don't get Mary, you're a pussy.
Right. Yeah.
Right, yeah. Mary, welcome to the show.
Hi. Oh, wow. I'm very excited. I was actually looking forward to this. So I'm very happy to be here. I know this will be fun because it's going to be Eric and Adam combination. So
I'm ready. I'm glad that you weren't dreading it. I'm glad that you were looking forward to it. She was blaming all of the staff this morning, though, like it was their fault because they were excited about it. And I was like, this is all me. This is my fault.
They're a great support. So I love that.
They're amazing. So real quick, let's dig in a little bit, because when you and I met, was it about 2 years ago?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Has it been 2 years? Wow.
I was trying to start up this little startup company that was kind of a vertical of D&M roofing, blah, blah, blah. And there were certain things that I couldn't figure out. And so I was talking to Joe. Adam, I didn't even know you at the time. But I was talking to Joe and he was like, you need to talk to Mary and you need to figure this out. And I'm like, who the fuck is Mary? And we built out a bunch of stuff. Since then I've closed that business down, refocused on D&M and Be Authentic and all the stuff that we're doing here. But that little moment in time taught me all of the things that I was missing in my life. Right. And so give everybody just a quick little synopsis of kind of like what you do on the day-to-day and what your role is at SMA and how you help people.
Okay, so as a senior operations manager in SMA, so I oversee VA teams that support multiple roofing companies across the US. So my job is to make sure that the VAs are trained, productive, and aligned with each of the clients' goals. So we handle everything from inbound calls, scheduling, to insurance claims processing and CRM management. So basically, we just make all the admin headaches or take off all the headaches from your plate so you can focus on sales crews and just building your business.
How involved are you on the hiring and vetting side?
Oh, I can still remember when you asked me to look for a VA. Specifically, you want someone that is fast,
Specifically for me.
Specifically for
Yeah.
you, I can
Yeah.
remember that you asked for someone fast, someone that has initiative and can do a lot of process improvement and can create process for you.
That's not what I asked for.
But that's what I think you're looking for, knowing
Yes.
you.
What I really asked for was somebody that could deal with my bullshit and
Plus that.
and that would be all right with uncouth jokes from time to time. Because I wasn't going to get a fucking HR complaint that doesn't exist from somebody because I was like, I don't know how to have a filter. And honestly, I think that you probably spent more time trying to find somebody with that so that they didn't go, why in the actual fuck did you put me with this guy?
Yeah, so I personally, every time we have clients that are specifically looking for a VA, there's a specification or that they like. Personally, I also join interviews just for you. When we get Maria, I joined like 45 interviews just to get Maria. I was very specific on what I'm looking for based on what you
did 45
mentioned.
interviews to get
4
to
to
Maria.
5.
Oh,
4
4
to
to
5.
5.
Yeah, sorry.
I was
Yeah,
like, Jesus
4 to
Christ,
5.
that's a
Hold
lot.
on, and that's just Mary's involvement. So there were steps prior to that before getting
Yes.
to Mary. Before Mary
Talk
gets
about that.
Thumbs down.
Talk about that.
Yeah, we are really selective in the folks that we end up hiring. So less than 2% of our total applicants ever make it through our screening process. And our screening process is fairly comprehensive. It's meetings and interviews with members of our talent team. It's meetings and interviews with our senior operations staff as well. Sometimes, depending on the uniqueness or complexity of the role, we'll invite clients in as a final step in that process too. But because of our benefits, we attract a pretty wide range of applicants.
Sure.
And we want to make sure that we are only putting the best forward. So,
yeah, you're not going to hire the guys that were working at 7-Eleven last week, right?
No, and this is one of the things that, as we talk about like what makes us very, very different. All of our folks that work for us at SMA Support are employees. They are direct employees. They are not contractors. And so that is super beneficial to us and to our clients. And that as a result of that, they cannot moonlight and have other jobs while they're working for SMA Support. That's against the law in the Philippines. We can take great care of them with some awesome benefits and some things long-term that can support both them and their family to ensure that they're, the entire employee is taken care of. But the counter side of that, right, is because they're employees, they're with us whether or not we have a client and whether or not we have a place to put them. So we tend to be very careful because employment law in the Philippines is you can't just say, I have no place to put you, you're fired. Right.
Oh, you can't. Oh, you are like,
no,
they're on your books.
They're on our books. So we are careful, meticulous, right? In the same way in terms of the clients that we work with. Right?
Yeah.
We've got a lot of opportunities that folks come to us say, I need people for 3 months. And I just say, hey, there are a lot of that out there, right? But that's not us. It's not
right. So on the vetting side, is that similar to, and I know Adam, I know you helped Maria a little bit with this, but like I use Maria, my assistant, to help vet ads that we're running for like salespeople, right? And she's gotten amazing at fucking like doing quick phone interviews and scoring them and then bringing them to me and be like, he did not pass your fucking code, like your number or whatever, right? And I'm like, okay, they don't get to me. Did she learn some of that from you guys, or like, or is she just that smart?
She is really intelligent.
Yeah.
So I also want to, there's the most important thing about Maria, and you just glossed this over. You absolutely do make those incredibly inappropriate indirect jokes.
Yes.
And Maria just giggles, does a little giggle, and then just continues to march forward.
Yes. Sometimes I forget she's there, and then I'll catch myself and go, "Fuck, that probably I shouldn't have said." God damn it. But never. But it's always a giggle. It's never a like. It's never a disconcerting look at me. So I do truly appreciate that.
Exactly.
Okay. What are some of the things? What's your favorite part of your role, Mary? What's your favorite part of your role working at? I shouldn't have Adam here for this, like being here, no, I'm just kidding. What's your favorite part of your role in working with SMA?
Well, on a daily basis, I meet a lot of clients, get to know their business. And I think it's fun and challenging to understand the business model and where we can help or where we can get more tasks from our clients to utilize our members. I think that's my favorite part of just understanding where we can help more. For example, we start with appointment setting, and we're doing a lot of phone calls, inbound, outbound, lead nurturing, and rehash. But after that, we know that there's still a lot of steps that to be followed. Like after that, we have to send a code, send an estimate, or do the work order, processing the ordering of materials. There's still a lot of things to do. So we try to. That's a challenge and my favorite part, and just being part of the company and having our members be really part of their company and offer them what we can do, so at least we can remove all of those under your plate so you can focus more on revenue generating. So I think that's my favorite part. And whenever they say yes to that offer, and that's music to my ears.
What's something that when you got into this career, because when did you start? 2-3 years ago?
With SMA, 5 years.
5 years.
I'm
Okay.
already,
So when you, Jesus.
Hold on.
So
Hold on. We don't want to miss this. What were you doing before SMA, Mary?
Oh, I was a quality analyst for one of the search engine. I worked with a different company before, and I'm also doing technical support.
Prior to that, was there anything you were doing?
I knew where this was going. Yeah.
Let's not skip
Okay.
it. She knows what I'm asking, and she's being shy.
I was a radio jockey before before going into the BPO industry. I was a radio jockey. So there.
So what did that like? So were you okay? So you were a DJ, like playing music, or were you like talking? What were you doing?
I'm just talking, playing music, inviting people to listen.
And you always had to hit
just,
did you always have to hit did you have to hit the mark all the time so that you talk, and then the fucking music comes on and you had to fucking hit it right at the mark, right?
Right. Sometimes that's it. And you have commercials that you need to play. So yeah.
Right. That's hilarious. So when you started, this is what I'm curious about. When you started, A, did you know what the fuck you were getting into? And B, what was something that you were completely unprepared for that you did not expect to happen inside of this business, this industry, that you kind of had to adapt and figure out to get better at?
Number one, I have no idea about roofing. I just have a home, but I have no idea, especially the materials in the US with asphalt shingles, metals. Very popular here in the Philippines is just metal roofing, but there's a lot. And I learn more about measurements. That shocks me because I feel like I'm an engineer when I do a lot of measurements. I didn't know that I can do it, but yeah, just learning the process and learning the roofing industry is my favorite.
Was that the hardest part?
Measurements?
No, but
At
just
first,
like learning
yes.
this industry.
Yeah,
because,
for sure.
Because SMA is specific to construction industry, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Even though that's not like all of what you guys do, obviously, but that's the client that you work with, right?
That's right.
But learning that industry, has been like one of the harder pieces.
That's right. But what I like the most about SMA is they prepared like a fundamentals trainings for everyone. Like they have basic training about roofing, about the roofing business, different materials for roofing, even siding and windows, all of that. We go through like 1 to 2 weeks of training just for the fundamentals. So that's where I started.
I saw that picture from last year. Were you guys doing like an outdoor fucking like real training, like with shingles and a
Yeah.
board and shit?
That's right. We're very glad one of our clients was able to visit the Philippines and brought up a lot of materials. For most of us, it's our first time to see like the actual asphalt
They brought
shingles
them.
and get used to, yes. So we're able to experience like really putting up the roof. So it was fun.
Did they bring like a nail gun with them?
Yeah. Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting. And the only reason I asked that is because so I had one of my crews went down to help my brother-in-law do a deal, and they fucking had their nail guns in like packed, and they got like stopped, and like people, the customs agents fucking freaked out like they were coming there to work.
Yeah. Well, hold on. There are that may or may not have happened in this situation too, but thankfully we've got some strong connections within.
Is that right? Okay, so
Yeah,
that was
I
helpful.
think so.
And it can be leveraged with financial resources to ensure that the right things can happen.
Got it. Okay, perfect. Understood. Yeah, because I'm just like, yeah, if you got nail guns fucking packed in your suitcase, like that's an interest. By the way, I can't wait.
Ask Joe Hoffman some time about how he got the 47 dried alligator heads out of customs.
Out of? Like he brought them, or he?
Oh yeah, he brought them. Yeah, and those absolutely got confiscated as he was getting off the airplane. yeah.
We got to get him on one of the next episodes too. That'd be really fun. Because did this all start? Was this 5 years ago when this started?
Really, it started as an offshoot. That's a whole other funny story I'm going to let Joe tell about why it's called SMA. but it started as an offshoot to Hoffman Weber Construction, I think 9 or 10 years ago.
Right. Okay, that's right. And he has told me that the name SMA story. Yeah, but he might have told it on the podcast when I interviewed him.
There's a standing significant financial bonus to one of our team members if they're able to help us land the associated business as an account. So, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, I don't think it'll ever happen, but
you know what I just thought of? I got to bring cameras and mics so that we can film when I come out there.
Agreed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we got to do some interviews like with the team and stuff. Like that would be really fun. I want to interview the 800-year-old lady that fucking touched Joe's balls. That's what I want to do.
She's gonna be touching your balls too, Eric. So.
I mean,
yeah.
Are
you ready for it?
I don't even think Natalie can get mad about that. I mean, she's like 800 years old, right?
Yeah. Well, they claim 109.
Yeah, I don't.
There's some fictitious math going on here.
Yeah. But y'all live forever over there. Like, I mean, you guys, and you look like you're still 25. Like you could be 72 for all I know, or you could be 22. Like I have no idea. Like I wish I had that. I wish I had that problem. Adam, what has been the best thing about working with Mary?
Mary is never ever. I have thrown some of the most complex situations, challenges, and intimidating things ever at Mary. And not one time has Mary ever said no, or I can't do this, or I'm scared. She's always super solution oriented, right? So no matter how, I'll just be blunt, frankly, fucking shitty, sometimes some of the things that I try to ask her to fit a square peg in a round hole, there's not been a single time where Mary says it can't be done. She bleeds herself dry in terms of finding a way to make it possible.
And I think that leadership quality has trickled down to the rest of to all of the agents and all of the staff, right? Because everybody on our team, at least, right? Like I have my small sample size. I don't know all the other, people that are working for you guys, but in my sample size, everybody has done that, right? And to be fair, and we've talked about this sometimes to a detriment, because sometimes you have to say no, or I don't know how to do this, right? But everybody has always stepped up, and like, I mean, Maria, Ella, like all these people that I have inside of my organization where I've said like, hey, I need to figure out how to build this app. Like I literally threw a fucking Glide app at Maria and I was like, I need to figure out how to build an inventory tracker inside of this, blah, blah, blah. And like, she's been working on it. I know she's watching right now. So like, yeah, where are we at on that? But like anything that I throw at them. My assumption is that a lot of that comes from the top. Right. And then that trickles down to everybody else. Cause then you say, cause like you guys give bonuses for people that think outside of the box, right? And come up with new, ideas of how to structure things. And I mean, I see that on the daily.
I'm glad to hear it. Yeah, it's one of the things that we look for, in our talent and our staff is proactivity, frankly, right? I want you to not be responsive to an issue, but to notice and identify things. So one of the big ways that we're very different from other BPO providers as well, right? So like most business process outsourcing companies, they evaluate their staff one single way, right? Which is how many times a day did you mash the button? And that's it, right? Like I'm not as concerned if you were accurate and right about how you did it. I just want to know how many times did you do the task?
Right.
And the way that we evaluate our team members is how efficient and accurate were you doing the work that you do? And are you making, there's a requirement that every team member once a month makes a process improvement suggestion about something happening in our client's business that they may not be aware of, that they don't see, or that could have a positive outcome for them long term.
Yeah.
So that we're kind of partnering with our clients and our companies for growth. So,
well, I can tell you that my team does that. So like, I know for a fact that my team does that all the time. They're always bringing me things like, hey, we could do this a little bit better. We could do this a little bit different. We could, this would be more streamlined. And it's stuff that the nice thing for me as an owner, for people that are watching that are, owners of companies that are looking at, expanding into this world, is there's so many things that as an owner that isn't in the day to day, every day, right? Like there's a lot of shit that I don't see, right? There's a lot of things that I don't see inside of the CRM or inside of, a process or a system or whatever, where I think that I've built it a certain way. And there's this little hole in the boat that isn't being addressed. And when that little hole in the boat isn't addressed, but staff sees it all the time, and they think that I know, and they're like, well, why the fuck isn't Eric fixing that? Right. And so by having people whose eyes are on it all the time, and then have the capacity to be able to bring it to me to say, hey, we need to look at this. Right. Like that doesn't mean that my internal staff doesn't do that, my management staff and whatever, but they're not even in it as much as you guys are. Right. Because it's the day-to-day admin stuff that when that breaks down, it affects everybody downstream, right? It affects everybody downstream. And so I love the fact that you guys like push that and are adamant about that, because I think that that is like one of the very big differentiators between SMA and, a lot of people, because the biggest not complaint, but objection from people is like, oh, I can go on Upwork and grab somebody for $7 an hour, right? Or whatever. And it's like, yeah, you can, but you don't get all of these other things that we are talking about here in the last 23 minutes. Right. And I think that's really important. You're muted, Adam, because your phone is ringing.
Yeah. Sorry about that. I would tell you that if you're, if that's your focus, you're not our ideal client. We have no
right. And maybe that's a good solution if you're looking for that. I need a 2-month project, right? Like you were talking about before. But if you're looking for a true relationship and like staff, because that's, sorry, I'm fucking rambling here, but like this is important to me because, and Mary, I know you can hopefully can attest to this, but like everybody on our team, on our SMA team, hopefully they all truly feel, and if they don't, I want to know, but like I want them to feel like truly a part of D&M Roofing, right? Like, and I know, and I hope that other companies are the same way. I know that not every company is like that, but like I want every person on that staff to feel like truly part of our organization, and that they can reach out to anybody inside of my in-house staff, right? And all of them talk to each other and they're problem solving together. I mean, Dom, Kevin, Marie, they're all talking to Maria, they're talking to, you know what I mean? Like everybody's working as a team and not on this little island. trying to solve their own problem, right? And I mean, the most amazing thing was when we got you guys to be able to jump on at our Christmas party, right? It was so like
Yeah.
silly and whatever, but like it meant a lot to me that everybody would actually get up in the middle of the fucking, well, I guess it would have been middle of the day because it was middle of the night for us, whatever, but be able to be there and be part of that, because I truly see everybody that's in that organization as part of this team, right? Like, and I that's the difference for people that are looking for outsourcing. um I think that's where you actually move the needle a lot, right? Is by having that type of culture inside of your organization, that everybody is part of that team. So hopefully they all feel that way. I think they do.
100%. It means a lot to us to just join the company Christmas party. Even though it's just virtual, we're very happy to be part of it. We get to see everyone enjoying partying. What I like the most about our partnership as well is you open to our suggestions, and also you are very consistent with our weekly meetings. You know your market very well. So you give us feedback on how we can address or respond to specific homeowners' demands or whatsoever. It really works because of the partnership, and because you're always present for us on our weekly meetings to give us feedback and give suggestions. So I think that's one of the things that make us successful with DNM is you're open to our suggestions, because if, for example, we see something that we feel like needs to be improved in your company, and you're very open to it. We see something that we feel like we need to create this, we need to put something in process to be able to get the sales rep attention, and then you even ask your sales rep to join us in our meeting so we can get like more insights or feedback from them, so how we can improve our appointment setting, especially when we're doing cold calling for Storm.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that makes me happy. That makes me happy that everybody does feel that way, because I think that again, that's the one thing that, like, when Adam sends somebody to me that wants to have a conversation with someone that already works with you guys and they're thinking about doing it, the first thing that I tell them is like, don't fucking just, you wouldn't hire somebody inside of your organization in your office and set them in a chair and go, well, hope you fucking know how to do that and you get better at it. Right? Like nobody would do that in their own office. So why the fuck would you expect it to work anywhere else?
Wait, hold on. Boy, are you naive? You don't think people are doing that in their own office?
I do, but they're retarded. Like, so they're fucking stupid people, right? Like, and they're probably not going to be in business in a few years anyway, right? But you're right. I know 100%. I know that there's a lot of people that do that, but they're dumb, right? And anybody that's running a good organization are training their people, and they're meeting with them regularly to make sure that they're being coached and getting better, right? So like, this is no different. I will say
Right.
the other thing that I want to mention too is, and I think maybe I've told this story, but I remember when we brought Maria on,
Hmm.
you brought her to me, um, and we set up her email and everything as DNM, and she made her signature on it, and she made her signature as virtual assistant. And I got so fucking mad. I was like, "Are you out of your goddamn mind?" And she's like, "What?" And I was like, "You're not a fucking virtual assistant. You're an executive assistant. Like, I don't give a fuck where you live. Like, you are my executive assistant. It makes no fucking difference who you work for and where you domicile. Like, you need to change your mindset. Like, you're part of this organization." And she did, right? And I think that that's everybody that starts working with an organization like with you guys needs to have that same mindset. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but like, those are the things that I think are important.
Yeah, building the culture of partnership and openness is really helps us to be successful. It's really an investment of time as well from our clients. Just give us few weeks of training, and then consistent weekly catch up, so that we can provide you feedback reports. We create dashboard as well, so we can present to you, and you can monitor real time how your business looks like. For example, if you're having like a lot of lead sources, we can give you a report of how many leads we're getting from different lead sources, and how many appointments that were set, and how many is closed, so you would know where to invest more.
You guys are fucking great at spreadsheets. fucking real good at spreadsheets. I'm going to tell you
Yeah.
right now. Yeah. And thank God Maria figured out how to organize all that raw data into like an actual presentation that we can read. Like the other day, that was the big thing. That was when we started talking about this, about innovating and like coming up with new ideas, right? That was the, like this week, that was so like reward her. But like out of the blue, she came to me and she was like, I reorganized all of this into this app, into Looker or whatever the fuck it's called, where all of your KPIs and
Yeah.
all of your money and all of your tracking and everything is living in here, and it's updated in real time when this is updated. So every time you look at it, you can read it, because we were bringing data to, you know, the sales managers and to me, and I'd look at it and my fucking brain would explode. And I'm like, I don't know what any of that says, like that. No way. And then literally, I don't know how long it took her, but she built that, brought it to me. And you can ask her like the excitement that I had. I was like, oh my God, now I can understand what it is that you're bringing to me. Like now I can read this. And that's the kind of shit that I think is important. So again, thank you, Maria. I know she'll
Yeah.
never go on camera, but yeah, but thank you, Maria.
I asked her too as well. Maybe you can join the next podcast. She said, you know her.
Yeah.
She won't.
Yeah, she won't. She won't. Yeah. It'd be fun. It'd be fun, but I understand she won't. Okay. So last thing as we wrap up here, what are we going to do when I come out in December? What's the one thing I have to do?
You have to meet Maria. No.
I do. I don't give a fuck where she's at or having a baby. I'll go to the hospital if I have to. But what's the one thing that I have to do when I come out there?
First of all, you have to eat Filipino foods. I'll challenge you to eat like balot. I'm not gonna explain what it is. I'm not sure if Adam was able to try it, but there's a lot of good Filipino foods that you can try.
Is it hot or is it bland?
It's salty?
Okay.
I
Okay.
think so.
So it's not like a spicy culture food. It's
There's
not.
also a lot of spicy.
Oh, there is.
So, yeah.
Adam, will you be able to eat real food by then?
I should be able to. We're just gonna limit the quantities of it.
Okay. All right. Because you're eating bullshit right now. So
Man, working great. Yeah.
That's good. Yeah. How you feeling?
Like I missed real food.
So hungry is the answer.
Yeah. No, I feel like, to be honest, I'm not terribly hungry. I feel fine.
Oh, you're not?
No, it's good. It's like I like consistency. So I'm eating the same things every meal every day. So
it does make your life easier when you're able to. Yeah, it does. Yeah, you don't have to make decisions.
Yeah, we missed lunch today though, but whatever. I've got plenty of stored fat to live off of for a while, so I think I'm gonna be okay.
All right. Well, we usually try to keep these around 30 minutes, so we'll wrap up here. Mary, is there anything else that you kind of want to leave everybody with? Thank you so much for coming, by the way. I really appreciate it.
For sure. It's a lot of fun. So, yeah, if for any other roofers and in the industry, home services, check out SMA Support Services. We'll be able to help you out in different parts of your business, admins, accounting, insurance claims, appointment setting, storm calling. We do a lot, and we will help you like take all of that under your plate so you can just really focus on sales and just growing your business, and we will grow with you.
And the big reason, just so everybody watching understands, the reason that I had Mary on today with Adam and I was because I wanted people to see the real people behind the company. I want everybody to see that, like, it's not like we're not working with fucking AI and robots, and like they're real people that like give a shit about your company, about your growth, and like what it is that we're trying to do together. And so like I really want to highlight the people and the care that they have in what they do, so that everybody understands what that difference is, because that's why I continue to work with you guys, and will, like I said in the video that we did that one time, like till the fucking wheels fall off. Like there's no reason that I would ever not have SMA support services in my life. So thank you, Adam. You got anything else you want to close with?
No, I appreciate Mary hopping in here and you for putting this together. So.
Guys, well, hey, thank you so much for being here, guys. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. And remember, if you didn't see it, new season 7 coming in hot here in the next week or so. We're doing our first new interview today for season 7. We got a new studio. Did you see the picture of the new studio, Adam?
I fucking loved it. It looks really nice.
Did you? Yeah. So I'm super excited about
Yeah.
the new studio, new guests for this year. We're going to be doing as many as we can here in office. I know sometimes it's hard to get people into Omaha. I'm sticking with my intention that like I'm trying to not do virtual interviews, like actual be authentic or get the fuck out interviews. I love doing these kind of lives just so that we can get more content, reach more people and talk to people, but like real sit down interviews. I like being in person and like looking people in the eye and having conversations. We will be at Win the Storm in the SMA/Meritage room. I don't even know what it looks like or what the setup is, but we will be bringing stuff down. We'll be doing interviews there. We're being very, very intentional and structured this year on we're not just having somebody on because they want to be on the show. If they don't have certain stories and or characteristics about struggle and how they've overcome that struggle, and then some really funny, fucked up stories to go along with it, then you don't get to be on the show. And so I'm really excited about season 7 for that. Thank you, SMA, for being part of Be Authentic. Thank you for being part of DNM. Thank you, everybody, for watching our live. We'll see you back here in a couple of weeks and new season dropping here in a week or so as well. So thanks, guys. Appreciate y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This is an event you won't want to miss.
I think the number one thing that I take away from this is the challenge. You're always challenged on multiple levels, mentally, physically, spiritually. We've been challenged every day since we've been here. You gotta come here, take some time out, do it. It's a great experience. You'll never forget it.
Hey, everybody, we're going to take a quick little break here. I want to stop and thank our new sponsor. If you're serious about getting your time back and scaling your business, then SMA Support Services is your secret weapon. I use SMA for all of our support and admin tasks. Everything from back office management, day-to-day admin, even a call center. Their team frees up my staff to stay focused on high-level, revenue-generating activities. And that, let me tell you, is a fucking game changer. SMA isn't just support. They're a partner that keeps our operations running smooth and efficiently. So if you want to focus on growing your business and leave the support work to the pros, hit up SMA Support Services.